Shonda and I are sneaky store styling at this place today. If it's something you're interested in, then please keep watching. Yep, friends, we are here at Target, and of course we could not walk past the dollar spot and not check things out. So they had these cute little wreaths that were $5, and we really loved the colors of them. They had a couple of other little things, but then we moseyed on over to the fashion side of things, and we saw these cute little jumpsuits. Now, these would be something that we would definitely wear here in the fall season. It was $38. And so this is something that we'll kind of keep on our radar. We definitely feel with these that you could dress them up or you could easily dress them down. So when we go out and we sneaky store style, what we do is we go into a store and we style their stuff. The first thing that we do is we go in and we look for our inspiration piece. This is the jump start to our vignette that we're going to put together. So today we made our way back and we have come upon the Hearth and Hand collection by Chip and Joanna Gaines. And so this is where it started to get interesting. Y'all, they really have some beautiful pieces as a part of this collection. Now, Shonda and I don't shop in Target a whole lot, and I don't know why. Now, the comforter on my guest bed in the guest bedroom did come from Target, so we definitely know about Target. I just don't know why we don't shop in there a whole lot. But this day, we are so glad that we went there, and one of the first things to catch my eye was this little bundle. I thought that the color was just so pretty and definitely something that I wanted to use for our sneaky store styling. Now at this point I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I know that I like it. So I made a mental note and I moseyed on around the corner to see what Shonda was up to, and voila, she found it. This, friends of the twins, is our inspiration piece. We really love this bench. We love the linen fabric that's on it. We thought the color of the wood on the legs was just beautiful. So now, y'all, guess what I'm gonna do? You guessed it, I'm going right back to those beautiful flower stems that I loved, and I'm definitely going to go ahead and pick them up. Now, I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do with it, but I know that I definitely want it to be a part of our sneaky store styling. So Shonda's going to be the cameraman and I am going to be the worker bee tonight, because it is actually about 9 p.m. and we know that the Target closes at 10 o'clock. So we weren't really rushed, because going back and looking at this Hearth and Hand collection, we knew that we had a lot of beautiful items to choose from. So something that caught my eye immediately was this beautiful wreath. Y'all, it had like brown and cognac shades of, and also shades of green in it. It was just a beautiful wreath. So as I was walking around, it definitely caught my eye. And you'll notice we also decided to stick with one of the pillows that was originally on the bench. I just found another one. Another eye catcher for us was this beautiful gold wire basket. Y'all, this Hearth and Hand collection, they really have some beautiful pieces. So like I said, this just kind of made our job easy. It was very easy to go in and sneaky store style their stuff. Comfy, cozy, cozy, comfy. That's the words of the day for me. Y'all hear me say that a lot. I like that kind of vibe in my home. So I knew that with this beautiful basket, there was nothing that would accent it better than to add some throws. And now I'm off on the hunt to see what else I can use. Y'all, catch a glimpse of that wreath and the pillows. Did you see the sweater detail on those pillows? So then I go and I find this cute little gold stand. I thought it was so pretty. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to sit it here. And then I will set the wreath on top and add a beautiful pumpkin. And look how it turned out, y'all. This was simple, but it definitely makes an impact. And now I know that I want to bring in some lighting. Now, one thing is I did not see a whole lot of lighting with this Hearth and Hand collection. Matter of fact, this was the only thing that I saw. But we needed lighting, and so we brought it on over, and it's actually not bad. It's kind of a pretty lamp. Now, this one was a little wonky. It was missing a piece, so the lampshade was wiggly, but it will get the job done. Now, friends of the twins, you all have been hanging out with me long enough to know that I, Rhonda, absolutely love the florals. I am almost obsessed with flowers, so I'm almost always going to incorporate a floral design in a space that I'm decorating. I just feel like flowers make a room homey. They kind of give it a pop and bring it to life. So whether it is colorful stems like these that I've chosen, or even if it's just plain old greenery, I'll always like to incorporate some type of floral design. Like I mentioned earlier, with this Hearth and Hand collection, they really made it so easy for us to go in and style these folks' stuff. With Joanna and Chip's collection, everything coordinates, so you definitely couldn't go wrong. And now look, y'all, the bench was our inspiration piece, but really to me these floral picks were definitely an inspiration piece. Y'all saw that I grabbed them the first thing. They accentuate the pillows just beautifully. And another thing that we really love is, y'all, look at the detail on those pillows, that pretty sweater detail. Now, if that isn't cozy and comfy, I don't know what is. And then we move on up and look at this gorgeous wreath. Friends of the twins, we want y'all to know that all it takes is one piece, one inspiration piece, no matter how big or how small, and you can build from there and put your whole room together. So now we got to keep in with our comfy cozy, because it is the fall season, and we knew that we needed to bring in an accent rug. We felt that this one was perfect. We love the tassel detail on it. And then our wire basket here, we had 2 throws in it, but we knew that we needed something else. I didn't want to put another throw, so I decided to go with this accent pillow. And it was more of a plum type color, but as you can see, it fit right in. It accentuated perfectly with the pillows that are on the bench. And another thing that we felt came together well is that, y'all see, we have the tassel detail on the accent rug, and we have it also on the throws. Now, one thing that we hope is coming across as well in video as it was in person is the florals. The green color that was the almost citron green that was in the floral arrangement, as well as the wreath, they were just stunning in person. As I'm on the hunt for more accent pieces for our vignette that's coming together quite beautifully, I have gone and picked up this cake plate. Now, it caught my eye when we first got back here to the Hearth and Hand collection. Friends, it is substantial. And when I say substantial, I mean the weight of it. I also love the beautiful colors of the wood as well as the size of it. So I knew that I wanted to incorporate it. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to set it right here. And I also have this bowl that is of the exact same color. It is substantial, it is heavy, and I love it. So I'm going to take this wreath and set it here on top of the cake plate. And then as a final touch, I'm going to just set my bowl right in the middle, and look at that. I thought that this was just beautiful. It is a non-traditional way to use your decor pieces. Now, we find ourselves doing things like this frequently around our homes, especially when we want a different look, but we don't want to spend money. Just think about what you have and different ways that you can use it. Now, another eye catcher for me was this beautiful glass pumpkin. My thought was to sit it here because I did feel like I needed something just a little bit more inside of this bowl. But once I sat it there, it sat low. So here I'm just trying to figure out a way to rise it up. And at this point, I'm not even sure. I do like the pumpkin with this little piece, but I'm not sure that it is going to work out. The pumpkin just wasn't giving what we needed it to give. So in the meantime, Shonda has spotted this little floral arrangement like pampas grass, and the color was beautiful. It really was more along that cognac color. We sat it there and voila, it gave us the look that we were looking for. It added a little bit more height, which is something that the pumpkin was lacking with, and also the way the flowers were spread out, it just added the drama that we wanted. No worries though, we're still gonna keep this beautiful pumpkin on standby. And now we are about 90% done, but we've had our eye on this little arrangement the entire time. One, as you can see there on the right, was already sitting there when we got there, but we decided to go ahead and incorporate it into our vignette because the colors are just stunning. The gold accents really just added a different layer to the design. So we are just kind of moving it around so that you can better see it. And now y'all, the entire time that we have been putting our vignette together, there have been Target associates walking by, but Shonda and I felt emboldened. Like I mentioned earlier, we got into the store at 9 p.m. that night, and so it's the end of the day, and the store, the area back there was kind of a wreck. So have no fear, the twins are here. So we were emboldened to go ahead and we were going to sneaky style their stuff, whether they liked it or not. Now y'all, friends of the twins, as a side note, we do want y'all to save your quarters because you just never know when we're going to need us some bail money. And now, as a final piece, we love these pillows. As you can see, the colors in these pillows are mimicked in the colors in the wreath that is sitting on the gold stand, and I decided to bring that stand down. I thought it would look better to sit it beside the bench. If you remember earlier, I had it sitting up on that shelf, but it definitely looked better sitting here. And aren't the colors beautiful? Now, I just mentioned final piece, but not quite. As we stood back and we looked, there was something that was definitely missing. So I had walked about and I found this beautiful throw and this textured rug. And y'all notice the Target employees right to our left over there, but we were not going to stop. We've come too far by faith and we're not going to turn around now. Ultimately, we decided that the rug was a better fit as a throw. And then with the texture of our throw, we're just showing you more options, and we brought in this beautiful feathered wreath. Not feathered, friends, I meant to say pampas grass. We brought in this pampas grass wreath. We love the different elements of texture that the wreath and our throw brought into our vignette. Now, you just saw me stopping and studying. I cannot forget about this gorgeous glass pumpkin. I have to figure out a way to incorporate it into this vignette. And then I had kind of a light bulb moment. Rhonda, take that pumpkin and just set it over in your wire basket with your throws. Now, friends, in your space, this would definitely be an element of surprise, and it would bring visual interest to your decor. All right, friends, and here it is. Here is our sneaky store styling at Target. We went in and styled their stuff. Now, there are two things that Sean and I would love for you to take away from today's sneaky store styling. It is that your inspiration piece can be something as small as that very first bundle of florals that I found, or it can be larger, as in the bench that we ultimately chose. And another thing that we want you all to know that is that designing a space is not always flawless. Sometimes, with the magic of the internet and these videos, I think people think that things just always come together flawlessly, And I know for Shonda and I, that is not the case a lot of times, just as you saw here where, you know, we had one rug down and we switched it out, and then we had the pumpkin. We were going to initially do one thing and then we switched it to another. That is how it usually works out for us. So do not be dismayed when your plan doesn't come together flawlessly from the very beginning. Another design alternative that we wanted to share with y'all is to pull in this wire and wood table and use it as an end table. And then you could go ahead and bring your floral arrangement up off of the floor, and then we just sat the pumpkin there. So that's just another alternative. You know, your girl likes choices. Now, immediately after Shonda and I finished the sneaky store styling, we went out to the car and we filmed a version of the Car Chronicles. I will have that listed down in the description box for y'all, as well as the playlist for all of our sneaky store stylings. As always, friends, you make the life that you live a life that you love, because life is short. And thanks so much for watching.